Hello. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you. I want you to note that any time we have to make the decisions like we did, they are incredibly difficult because they impact the lives of General Motors team members. So right now our focus is on all of them. We're working to have a plan for every person, looking at opportunities that we have across the country for them to be able to transfer or to consider.
What if they want to stay in the places they are, like Youngstown, the Mahoning Valley? What about my friends and family, my 1,500
Mrs. Barra,
workers?
could you use those plans for your new production line?
One of the things that we...
Sir, we're asking questions on behalf of the taxpayer. She's not being able to answer. Ma'am, would you consider using those plants for new production lines?
We have many plants across the country. In fact, we are launching 5 major new products next year in plants in the United States. One of the things we're working on is to try to increase the capacity utilization of each of our plants so we can be efficient. That allows us to invest more in the country. So, right now these plants are unallocated. We'll work with our UAW partners to work through that process. But right now, as I said, it's incredibly difficult to make these types of decisions. So our focus is on the GM team members that are impacted, making sure they understand all of their opportunities, and then also looking at what are the retraining opportunities as well. That is our focus right now. Invested several more $1 billion and will continue. I think where we're focused right now is on the workers. We have a very strong automotive presence in Ohio. We have several plants, and I think about 4,000 workers in addition to what we're talking about now. There are some of the facilities in Ohio that will have jobs available as well as we move forward. So we are trying to do the right thing. We think Ohio is a very important auto state. We have a very good workforce there, and we have a tremendous amount of workers in the state that will continue. We will be forever grateful for the assistance of the U.S. government. We are in an industry that is transforming faster than I've ever seen in my 38-year career. And we're trying to make sure that General Motors is strong and that we're in a leadership position in the technologies like electrification, like autonomous vehicles, like connectivity, because that's what customers want. That's where the industry is going. And a strong General Motors is the best way for me to provide and maintain the 90,000 plus jobs that we have across the United States, and not in addition to all the people who have retired from General Motors and their pensions.
We deserve better. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
We deserve better. Come on. We bailed you out, gave you a tax cut, and this is how you pay us back? We deserve better.
Senator Brown and I just had a meeting. We're very disappointed by that decision. We believe that the workers and the community around Lordstown have proved themselves time and time again. For almost 5.5 decades, those workers have done their part. With Mary Barra, the CEO of General Motors.
We know the impact this has in the Valley. They've laid off 3,000 workers already. This would next year be another 1,500 workers. And then there are thousands in the supply chain, and then thousands that are making components that go into the Cruze. So, and thousands of other workers in the Valley. We know what that means to them. And Senator Portman and I will continue to fight to get a decision quicker rather than later on putting, whether it's electric vehicles or some other Chevy Blazer or something else in this plant.
Just as the workforce has stood with General Motors over the years, we expect General Motors now to stand with this workforce and give them a chance. We've talked a lot about the possibility of bringing another product to the plant. That's what we'd like to see.